When Jesus says, I want you to keep my commandments, he says, you are my prized pupil, and I want you to guard what's most valuable. And you know what's most valuable? Not your love. Not your love. It's not very valuable at all. It can't save you, can't set you free, can't get you much in this life. But I want you to guard what is most valuable. He said, I want you to guard my commandments. Now, that's interesting. Is he saying, I want you to guard, I want you to watch, I want you to keep the law? Is he saying the law? Like the law is what's most valuable. Is it the law that saved us? Is it the law that set us free? Is it the law that forgives us of our error, our wrong, and our sin? No, in fact, the law stands to declare that you have failed time and time again. So the word commandments here has to be put back in context. If you rewind in John chapter 14, Jesus actually gives them a new commandment. And what's that new commandment? He says, here's the new commandment I give you, John 13, verse 34, that you love one another. Just as I have loved you, you're also to love one another. By this we will all know that you are my disciples. So he says the commandment, what's the commandments now? It's love God, love your neighbor. He wants his followers to be defined by love. So when you see the word commandments, Jesus wants you to associate it with love. And that love starts with whose love? God's love. So when your naked eye sees, if you love me, keep my commandments, you're going to be led to think and focus on your flesh. But that is not at all what Jesus is pointing us to. He's pointing us to our need for a Savior and salvation. He's pointing us to his love. And he's saying, like a warden, I want you to guard not the law, I want you to guard my love, which has fulfilled the law and written the law on your hearts and now empowered you to live a life that you otherwise would not be capable of living. I want you to guard this. Can I show you? Look at verse 21 of John chapter 14. You just got to see it visually. Look at this. Whoever has my commandments, there's the word keep, and keeps them. It is he who loves me. He who loves me will be loved by my Father, and I will love him. How many loves and how many keeps? How many loves and how many keeps? Why is it that when we read a verse like this, we want to focus on keep and not where the overwhelming evidence is? This verse is keeps, is surrounded by what? Love. Love. The point is love. Love supersedes keeps. Keeps exists to watch and guard love. Where's the value? Love. What's the treasure? Love. It's not that you did it perfect. It's not that you loved him. It's not that you kept the law. It's that he did for you what you could not do for yourself. And now, like a warden who's happy to have a position, you are thrilled to keep your eyes and your focus on what? His love for you. His love. That's the message here that Jesus is pointing us to. I'll take it a step further. Anytime we gather as church home, we are committed to leave our gatherings thinking more about Jesus than ourselves. You will always know the message of Jesus has been preached when you don't leave focused on yourself, but you leave focused on Jesus. It's always been about Jesus. All the Bible points to Jesus. In Jesus was the fullness of the Godhead in bodily form. So if any of these things lead us to our flesh, there is no power in it. There's no power in it. You read this verse and go, okay, I gotta keep. Well, you gotta watch Jesus. You gotta fight to remember it's first and foremost about his love. Now that's a fight worth fighting. That's called the fight of faith. And then it's fight the, what's it called? The good fight, as if there's a bad fight. The bad fight is fighting in your own flesh, but what you got to fight for is to trust his love for you remains forever. And I gotta fight to trust in his love and fight not to trust in my love or my performance or my efforts or my deeds. If you love me, you will keep my commandments. I can't love you, I know, but I love you, so now you can love me. And like a warden, you guard the treasure, which is my love. Now,